Welcome everyone to Living with the Times. This week's Parsha is Vayishlach, and it tells the story of Yaakov coming back to Eretz Yisrael after 20 years of being with his father-in-law Lavan, and how he married Rachel and Leah, had many children. Now he's coming back to the land of Israel. And as he is approaching, he hears that Esav is coming with 400 men. And so Rashi tells us, if we follow the story, that Yaakov did three things. He sent gifts, and the beginning of the portion tells about how he arranges to send a whole caravan of gifts to Esav, showing that he wants to make peace. He wants to appease Esav. And then Rashi says he prayed. And in the Parsha, we see the actual account of his prayer. And the third thing is he prepared for war. And he did that by splitting his camp in order that if he was attacked, at least one of the camps would be able to flee. But then we see that Yaakov crosses back over the Yabok River, and it's there that he has one of the most famous confrontations in the whole Torah, where it says that he fought with a man. According to Rashi, it's the angel of Esav, and struggled all night. So not only did he prepare for war, but he actually went to war. It was described as like a wrestling match. But his whole fate and destiny and future depended on his finally being able to clarify in his own mind and in Esav's mind, because this was the angel of Esav, that he truly deserved the blessing that he got from his father Yitzhak, and that he deserved the firstborn privilege that Esav sold for a bowl of lentils. And the Torah says he despised his birthright. So many commentators point out that what Yaakov did was an example for the people of Israel for all time, on a personal level and a national level. That we should always try to make peace. And my purpose is not to get into politics right now, but Israel over the years, going back to the partition plan in 1947, have tried to come to understandings with our Arab neighbors and to live in peace. And we have offered many gifts. And here in our present situation, we left Gaza. There was not one Jew left. And they had the opportunity to make a beautiful place out of the Gaza Strip. Instead, they used every shekel they could, every dollar that they received, and they received much from America and Europe, and they turned it into instruments of war. And so this idea of trying to make peace, to pray, and to prepare for war is really the best advice that the people of Israel as a nation, the state of Israel, but for individuals also. When we have problems or confrontations with different relations, that we try to make peace, that we pray to be able to do the right thing, say the right thing, to return to a state of peaceful relations. But sometimes we have to prepare to confront people who are oppressing us or giving us problems or stepping on our toes or treating us like a floor mat. So Yaakov did all of these things. And even now, our prayer is that we don't have to fight wars, that we can live in peace with our Arab neighbors. But when confronted with a mentality that very publicly, without any shame, advertises its intention of wiping out the state of Israel. And the only way they could do this is by wiping out the people, because we're not going anywhere. And so right now we are in the middle of a war, but we should always hold on to, in the greater picture, right now, there is no way to make peace with Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran. They have, as I said, very publicly said their intention is to wipe out the state of Israel. But there are many other Arab countries that are ready to make peace with us or have already. So we should hold on that one day we will have peace. We'll have peace with Yishmael, and we'll have peace with Esav. And it will take a lot of prayers, and it will take a lot of strength on the part of the Jewish people to stand up for our right to be in Eretz Yisrael, to have our own country. And with God's help, we will be successful.